What do you think you did right to get you back into the finals?
I don't know. I wouldn't say it's like probably what we did right, but the fact that I think that each act trusted us, and I think that having that trust and, you know, being involved and having passion, you know what I mean? I actually watched these two in their mentoring sessions and when they're watching their acts, and they just look so excited, you know what I mean, and ready and to just work hard, and they're passionate. The passion is still there.
I also think last night something clicked. It really, really did. It was like watching a different show, to be honest with you. They started to look and sound like proper recording artists. And then we saw it, you know, on the iTunes chart, and Alex and Sarah got 3 in the top 10. Just doesn't happen. Jeff at number 4. So when you're competing with real artists, you know, who've got careers, it just all worked last night. You know, a few weeks ago, I'm sitting there thinking, this isn't working. And then last night, it was like, we're back on track. They're ready for the real world.
Over the course of this season, you all, 3 of you have mentioned, like, people have texted you or told you ideas. What's going to play into, like, are you going to take into consideration that when you're moving into next week?
Yeah, I'll be texting Kelly some suggestions for her acts.
And I'll be pressing delete. I think that they should actually stay on whatever mental cloud they're on right now, because like Simon said, they're in a zone. They need to stay in that zone because they feel like they are just ready to go for it. They really do. An animal instinct.
You know how I'm looking at it now because of what happened last night? I think, you know, I'm going to go in it with the attitude of I want the number 1 record the following week and at the end of the year. That's going to be my attitude going into the final with these two. So we got to do something really special.
Simon, it seemed that yesterday with Restless Road, you were kind of asking for America's votes. Did you see the writing on the wall?
I felt it a little bit, mainly because Jeff was so strong and Carlito suddenly just transformed. His confidence kicked in. The Mark Anthony song I thought was great, and actually Mark cleared that song at the last minute, so thank you, Mark. Actually, not thank you, Mark, what am I saying? But you know, like I said, he looked suddenly like a real life artist rather than a talent show contestant. So to answer your question, I was nervous.
Carlito was telling us that he would love to sing with Mark Anthony next week. Is that something that's in the works, and have the other finalists talked to you guys about who they would like to perform?
I think Carlito can do whatever he wants from now on. I don't know if it's possible next week because, you know, short notice is not always the best. But Carlito, for now on, I think can do any collaborations that he will.
Could you talk a bit about the iTunes thing there, Simon? Just how happy you are about you have so many on the charts right now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the stat is, but it's just like a crazy amount of numbers. I mean, Jeff's got 6 in the top 10, I think, on the rock chart. Alex and Sarah have got 3 in the main chart in the top 10, including the number 1 position. So you know that tells you that you're getting it right. Because up until this point, we weren't really reacting well enough, I think, on iTunes. And trying to find it on iTunes is quite difficult as well. You've got to really navigate your way onto it. But it's an incredible platform. And it just shows you that people are really interested in their music. And I always say this about these shows, you know, you don't want to end the year thinking, I've just got a winner and so what? You want to think it's the birth of their career. And they, all 3 of them, I've got to be honest with you, really started to focus on that.
Yeah.
I know you want to keep things surprised for everybody, but will any of the ladies be performing next week?
You'd have to ask them.
Here I go.
I would love to.
Yes, I am. We're going to perform. I'm going to perform, and I wish we could perform the 3 girls, and of course, with Simon on the top.
I actually think Simon should put a backwards cap on and be a rapper.
That's what we want. We wanted to get him a little bit drunk and then do something with him on stage. He loves beer. Do you love beer? Maybe tequila.
Let's see.
Okay.
Simon, we saw that last year, Fifth Harmony and Anthem 3 did not plan to put it on 2 careers. Do you see that happening with any of the top 4 contestants this year?
Yeah, I'd be surprised if Restless Road don't get a deal. I really do. I mean, they did well. It was unfortunate we just didn't make it all the way, but I see a market for them. I think when we did that song, not this week, the week before, the Avicii song, that was kind of a point of what they should be doing.
Do you think Simon's ever given the wrong song to his roots?
Yeah,
Yeah, obviously last night.
I mean, everybody can make good and bad decisions. It's all about great talent that they really trust us. And
if they deliver it, you know, you have to deliver the hell out of a song and show people how you own a song. But I think we've made some really great choices, especially towards the end as well.
Simon, what's been the highlight of the season for you so far?
It was going to number one last week and this week with Alex and Sierra. That was the buzz. That's when you kind of think, like I said, we're now making the right decisions, and it's reacting outside of the competition. It was a real blast, and I was watching Gravity all last night, and it was getting closer and closer and closer, and then eventually hit number one. It was fantastic.
Paulina, can you comment on Carlito making the top 4 in the Latin chart?
I think Carlito is doing great. The fact that all contestants, not all, but Alex and Sierra, Jeff, and Carlito did it into iTunes. This doesn't happen on a reality show, but I think X Factor has this, and we're looking for a recording artist, and that's why they are on iTunes, and that's a reflection of the vote.